Hey everyone, welcome to our noon live chat. I'm Heather, and Renee and I come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 Central Time. So there's plenty of opportunities to jump on when we are live, ask questions as we go along. But if you miss any or want to maybe see what you missed, you can always go to YouTube and watch the videos later under live stream. So today we are going to go over the 12. I'm going to be here for the 12, the 2, and the 4. And so when I do the 12, I always like to go over the basics because we get that question a lot. Is what I'm getting okay or enough makeup? Do I need anything else to get started? Well, when you first start out, just do the foundation. Like, just get your starter kit done. I can do my entire face with our starter kit and just get that perfected. Once you get that perfected, that means you have this action down and everything else is a cakewalk. It's just we need to find the order or maybe some other products that you may need to get and create that look that you want. So that being said, hey, Jeannie and Deborah. Hello, Nancy. Everybody's here. All right, so we are going to go over our starter kit. So let me show you what a starter kit looks like. Now, it might have, your system might be different, but this is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And so all the instructions in this are going to be the same. So don't worry about what system you have. But once you get it open and plug it in, because that's all you have to do, you're going to start playing with the makeup and start using it. But the bottles of foundation that you do get 2 bottles of foundation. So you can color match throughout the year. So you have that perfect shade match 365 days a year. Plus, you can, if there's one that you favor over the other, you can actually use the other one to practice. So I want you to think of this starter kit as your practice kit. Think of it as, like, get in there and get working with it, because the more you have the stylus in your hand, the more you're going to learn and the better you're going to be at airbrushing. Now, we also give you a bottle of Love and a bottle of blush, and we're going to go over that. Love is like a highlighter, illuminator, and then let me move this guy down a little bit. A highlighter or illuminator, and then the blush is actually very high pigmented, so it is going to intensify. It is going to bloom, as we say, and so you will get the intensity of the blush, but you only need 2 drops. Because remember, with airbrush makeup, you're using 10 times less makeup. And so when you are first starting out, that's the one thing you're going to have to learn are how many drops that you're going to use. You should be able to do your full face with about 5 to 7 drops. At first, you might be using 20, but that's okay. Again, the more you use it, the more you're going to learn. So the first thing you do, the hardest thing you're going to do is get it out of the box. I know. Get it out of the box and start practicing. Start playing with it. And you just get used to the air. And then you'll start maybe putting water in here, but keep that stylus moving. Make sure you're keeping it 4 finger widths away from your face and barely pull back on the trigger, because you do not want to see the makeup go on. And I know that's kind of weird to say, but you really don't. You don't want to see that. So, hey, Amber, good to see you as well. All right, let's see. I am actually going to start with our blush. I like starting with the blush first. We know that Renee loves blush, so she likes a more intense blush. And then I like doing the blush first, because then I use the foundation to blend it out, to make it softer. So now I'm going to go in. Whoop, that might have been too many drops. So I'm going to go in and press the button on. There is air. Jeannie asked, is it possible to do contour for the chin without it looking like a clown line, like the demarcation line. Yes, for sure. Jeannie, are you going to be here for the 2? I'm going to go in and start airbrushing my blush on. Now, I do start the movement first before pulling back and releasing the makeup. I know where it's going because I can feel that air. So utilize the air that you feel, because that way, just keep in mind, I mean, you're going to know where the makeup is. So I can use that air. I'm thinking of the air as bristles. So I'm thinking of, like, if I was going in like that, I would feel the bristles. So I know where the makeup's going to go. And same thing is the air, because it's an airbrush, is your brush and will be the bristle. So just think of it that way. That's why even just feeling that air on your face and moving the stylus around helps you. It helps you understand that. Jeannie, what we'll do is I'll cover all contour and highlight at the 2 o'clock. That's one thing we'll do. And so are you interested in the airbrushing or the traditional contouring? Let me know that too. All right. So now I have my blush on. It's going to start intensifying. So now I'm going to use my Silk 4-in-1 shade 3. Okay. So Jeannie wants airbrush contouring, and we'll do that at the 2. All right. Shaking up my shade 3, putting my drops in here, which I need to soak this lid. So let me get this lid off real quick. So I'm going to put a couple of drops. All right. So now I have my foundation, and now I'm going to start making passes. The coverage that I like to focus on, I am going to put a little bit on my lid. I will put it underneath my eyes a little bit as well. I have sunspots, and so mine is about right here that I'm going to really concentrate on. But I do go in and I make one complete pass before I start concentrating on those areas. So I kind of just blend it in. Oh, thank you. I think it's because I'm wearing white that I do look darker. Because yesterday I was not as dark. And I didn't tan. So I'm going to do a little bit on my eyes as well. Now I'm going to concentrate on those problem areas that I see as my problem areas. We all have them. We all have those secret areas that we don't want anybody to know about. I usually have some broken capillaries around here. I think I just blew an eyelash in my eye. All right. Do a little bit more on my lid. Now, I'll tell you another little secret. Doing airbrush before you do the eyeshadow, or maybe you don't do eyeshadow and you just put mascara on. If a little bit of the airbrush gets on your lashes, it actually helps thicken them when you put on the mascara. I'm like, what's that word? All right, so going in more. Blending down the demarcation line so I don't have any lines. Your stylus is going to blend everything for you. So if you're holding it 4 finger widths away, if you're making your moves and barely pulling back on the trigger, not spraying too much, it's all going to work. It's all going to come together. The stylus blends for you. It does all that work for you. Now I'm going to take Love, which is a hydrating illuminator. I'm going to run a little bit. This is a new stylus, so I'm going to run a little bit of Tip Top through it just to get it going. Actually, you know what? Another thing that's really good to run through it is the M1 primer or porcelain. So I'm going to run that through real quick. It like gets your styles working. All right, so I'm gonna, oh, there it is. All right, so now taking the Love, this is a larger bottle of Love. The starter kit's, it comes with the smaller one this size. But remember, Love is something you might not use every single day. We all need love in our life, but we might not use it every single day. And so you literally are using just drops. And so I'm going to use it as a high cheekbone area, possibly down my nose. And then I'm going to also do a swipe with on my eyes. And then I can go back and do a little bit more if I want to. And it just gives you that inner glow, not where it's shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. So if you're like, oh, I kind of want that, but I don't want too much, Love is perfect. You can also remember, guys, all of our airbrush products marry together so you can mix them. Anything that comes in an airbrush form, you can mix. Jeannie is really good about her mixology. She loves mixing. And so try new things. Try mixing Love with your blush. Try mixing Love with your foundation. You can mix a drop of your foundation in your blush to soften the blush. You can do so many things, so many different things. If it comes in a bottle like this, besides the final seal, you can mix it. You can mix them together in your airbrush. Let me make sure I'm right. Do we have anything else? I think that's right. Anything that's in an airbrush form, you can mix together. Period. Okay. So whatever that mix, whether it's, you know, lightening a color, darkening, deepening a color, changing a color, you know, bright, whatever the case may be, you can mix it, creating a color. You can do so many different things. Oh, thank you, Amber. I really enjoy talking to y'all, and I love when people know, like, figure out, like, oh, now I get, it's like it all clicks, and that's like one of my biggest things. I love that. All right, so now I'm going to use the blush lip finisher. I forget about these. We have so many products that I forget about some of them. So this is just our blush topper. It has a little, you know, like a pink hue. And I'm going in. Karen, that's a good point. So since we are all wearing masks, one thing I have been doing, if I'm going to have to wear mine all day, because I come in with no makeup on and then I put makeup on and then I walk around the office, and then the final seal spray is going to be super important, because if you are wearing them all day long, then you might want that, because airbrush makeup is going to stay put. It lasts 17 to 18 hours. It's transfer proof. It's, you know, all of that. If you have constant rubbing, then of course it's going to come off. Like if I sit here and go, it will come off. Okay. So doing the final seal, whether it's in this form or airbrush form, will help you. The great thing is you don't have to wear lips. I posted on my Facebook. I was like, since we're wearing masks, do I need lipstick? I'm like, I don't know. I still smile at everybody, but nobody can tell. So there you go. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today at the Noon. All of what I did besides this is what's in your starter kit, period. That's everything in your starter kit. So you can do a complete look with the starter kit. I could even add the blush as eyeshadow. So you really can do that. And so you do everything with that. So keep that in mind. I mean, push the envelope. Know that there are no rules. There's no rules. So just keep going. I was going to say something else and I totally forgot. I don't know. Anyway, we will be back. I've only been out for about 1 hour since March 11th. I was like, March 11th, that's my birthday. We're going to come back. I'll be back at 2, and we're going to do contouring and highlighting with airbrush. So as Jeannie says, that you don't look like a clown. So I'll make sure I shake this up. The matte bronzer to make sure that we have that in front of me, and this one. And we'll make sure we go over that as well. All right, guys. So good to see you. I'll see you back in just a couple of hours. All right. Bye for now.